People need to realize that one day of big eating isn't necessarily as catastrophic and crazy as we make it out to be in our minds.
No, not for you, because you ride freaking 200 kilometers on your bike 2 days later. Coach Greg, and today I am going over popular YouTube speed eater, crazy eater, Erik the Electric. I've had a number of requests for a video on this guy for months and months and months, and I never watched a single video until this week. What finally made me do the video, I was like, it said, I try to gain 30 pounds in a day. Then he said how he did it. So he did gain 30 pounds in a day, and I thought to myself, can I gain 30 freaking pounds in one day? And no, I can't do it. I said, I gotta watch this video. I'm gonna see what I think. Now, pre-conception, okay, I definitely was like an anti-Erik the Electric guy. I was like, he had this 100,000 calorie in a week type challenge, and I was like, another freaking guy promoting binge eating. I'm so against this kind of stuff. So I went into it thinking I am going to rip this guy apart. But overall, he knows what he's doing. I'm going to explain exactly why Erik the Electric can get away with what he does, why he looks the way he does, and give you some information about this guy. And he's one of the guys that eats a lot of food that you can actually watch and get and learn some valuable information. So, he rides his bicycle a lot, and he's a power lifter. Does that remind you of anyone? Maybe me? I ride a bike and I weight lift. He rides his bike and he weight lifts. Right off, we have a lot in common. So after this bike ride, he sweat, the whole thing, he starts his food, and it's a lot of carbs. He's got a lot of oatmeal, he's got some juice, he's got some Dunkaroos, he's got lots of food and calories. What did he do wrong at this point? He didn't consume enough fluids. And he ate too much fiber. You don't want a lot of fiber when you're trying to gain weight really quickly. Fiber slows absorption. He's trying to gain as much weight as possible, as quickly as possible. You want the fastest absorbing carb to go into your body at this point. Now remember, I am a power lifter, world record holding power lifter. I have dehydrated for bodybuilding and powerlifting over 100 times. The hardest part of the competition is making the weight in the first place. So if you want to gain 30 pounds in a day, you best be shrinking your weight down to start with. So he rode his bike and sweat, got his weight down to 161 pounds, and here he goes. He should add more water. Now, he gives tidbits of information, good information, while he's doing this. He says, did you know, Erik normally doesn't drink his calories, but included the juice during this challenge to get more carbs in without giving up stomach space. That makes sense, okay? So he's giving you information right now. He doesn't drink calories. Look at this. This is what I'm drinking right now. Diet Coke. No calories, no problem. So if you're trying to stay lean like this guy, you need to drink less calories. Why drink your calories when you can eat them? It seems useless. Why would I drink 150 calories when I can drink the same thing for no calories or 5 calories or whatever? He didn't have a lot of salt until the ketchup came out. I would have started with the salt right away. Salt makes you more thirsty, makes you able to drink more, keeps more fluid in, helps you get bloated, okay? Guess what? He used the same ketchup as me. I saw it in the video, no sugar added. I saw Matt Stoney with the same ketchup. We don't want all those extra sugar calories in our ketchup. We don't. If you're trying to lose weight or stay lean, try to eat low-calorie dense foods, and sugar is going to make it more calorie dense. Ketchup is an easy way to add calories. So unless you're bulking, don't eat high-calorie condiments. So he said over 5,000 calories in meal 1. 74 grams of fiber. That is not smart. That's not what you want to do. It's going to slow down the absorption. The fiber slows digestion. 6,000 milligrams of sodium. I would have had way more than that. Fat, 170 grams, way less than that. Slows absorption of nutrients. Protein, 137. I mean, frankly, when you're eating 5,000 calories, how are you going to not get the protein? So overall, could be better, but not so bad. However, he's full. Now, frankly, I could have eaten that 5,000 calories. I could have eaten it, but I was certainly chosen better choices to get that calories down, and I would have had more fluid, and I would have gained more weight than he did to start the day. He's given some more helpful tips. Flavor fatigue helps contribute to fullness much faster, which is why it's better to switch between sweet and savory, okay? So if you eat the same thing over and over, you get bored of the flavor and you get sick of it and you stop eating. So technically speaking, if you're trying to stay leaner, it's better to eat more of the same thing than having so much variety. If you have 10 different things on your plate, you're more likely to want to eat all 10 than if you only have a few things, okay? So do the opposite of what speed eaters do if you want to not gain weight. And then he goes to the gym and does deadlifts. 400-pound deadlifts after riding 160 kilometers on a bike, eating 2 meals, and he's over 10,000 calories. I would hardly be able to breathe at this point. He's going to the gym. Do you know how hard that is? Do you know how in shape this man is? And you wonder why he can eat all this food. He's burning it off. That's how he's doing it.
Now, during my recovery from anorexia nervosa, I realized that my weight, everyone's weight, fluctuates so much, and it fluctuates on so many different things. Not only that, but I realized that I'm gonna gain weight and lose weight for the rest of my life.
I can't really say anything negative about him. He took his life and turned it around. Sure, he does crazy eating challenges, but he knows what he's doing, and he knows how to do it without, let's say, harming his body. So he's talking about societal expectations that smaller is better and whatnot. And generally, this applies to everything. Bigger is better, smaller is better. Whatever you can do is better. The best you can be is better. There should be no standard of you need to be ripped. You need to be huge muscles. No, you need to be happy with yourself. If you're not happy, that's a problem. It doesn't really matter if that's because you're skinny or fat or tall or short or have big muscles or small muscles. If you're not happy, that's a problem. You need to fix the problem. So whatever that is, find the answer. You know you have a problem, find the solution, okay? Sitting around and complaining is not going to help. You need to be actively looking for a solution. If you're trying to lose weight, watch more of my videos. If you can relate to this guy, watch more of his videos. If you hate my guts and don't like him, watch someone else's videos, okay? You can watch videos, you can read books, talk to your doctor, hire somebody, hire a professional.
I don't just film these videos so you guys can watch a dude eat a bunch of food. I mean, that's great and everything, but there's an underlying message here, and my message with these weight gain videos is to show you guys. I want people to understand that you may gain weight. It's totally normal, but just because you see your scale read super high one day doesn't necessarily mean that you gained a bunch of fat.
So like me, there's a message in my videos. There actually is. Every time I do a video, I'm trying to teach people. Often I get, you're chasing clouds. Yeah, of course I am, because I'm not, in fact, a moron. If somebody famous does something and everyone's talking about it, I can use that person as an example so that you're interested in learning something at this time. It doesn't matter if it's a supplement they're taking, if they're lying about something, if they're faking something, if they're telling you they burn a certain amount of calories in a certain amount of minutes that's impossible, if they're doing a stupid workout, you name it. If it's popular and trending and I do a video about it, there's more chance you're gonna watch it. Sure, I could do the exact same educational video without using the person that we're talking about to explain it. I could for sure do it and would get way less views, way less people would learn, and it would be way less freaking interesting. It would be way more boring if I just talked in my monotone voice and said, you know, Erik the Electric here, he's a swell chap, and let's talk about how he gained so much body weight. Yeah, so he ended up eating a lot of calories and drinking a lot of... It's freaking boring! Next! Click next! Next! You're not watching that shit. That would bore you to death. You want to see something interesting that you can listen to. That's why I do videos on famous people. Ronnie Coleman's body fat. I could have just done a video. Is it possible to be 1% body fat? Sure, people watch it. Not as interesting as, is Ronnie Coleman really 0.33%? You see the difference, but the information is the same. I'm using him to teach. I did this all the freaking time as a school teacher. Anything that was happening in the world that was exciting, that people are curious about. You talk about it in class, the kids are like, oh, now I'm interested. I'm bored of that textbook. I want to learn about what's going on. That's what I did. It worked then and it's working now. So stop thinking you know more than me. Do you know how many messages I used to get? Oh, if you only did your videos like this, you'd be so much better. Better than what I've done? You really think so? Oh, we hate the way you talk. Just be more calm. Yeah, back when I had 500 views on a video I spent freaking 10 hours on. Yeah, that worked great. No, I was trying to copy what other people did. Oh, I'm going to speak all professional and educated and present the information. Now I got sick of it. I'm just going to freaking rant. Tell them exactly what I think. You like me or not, I don't care. And I feel like Erik the Electric is the same. He's using this to educate. While he's doing these eating challenges, he's giving you information and he's trying to educate you. That's what I do. It's not for everyone. 95% seem to like it, 5% hate. Whatever. You can't please everyone. Oh man, the cheesecake at the end. He didn't need the cheesecake at the end. I don't know how he's gaining 30 pounds. I mean, it's a lot of food, but I don't see all the liquid. I don't know what he's done. I can't wait to find this friggin' answer out. So he's up to almost 16,000 calories. 550 grams of fat. That is not how you gain a lot of weight. He's not doing it right at all. And why are we updating calories? I want pounds. I'm up 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7 pounds, 8 pounds. For all I know, he's lost weight. How do I know what's happening right now? I was expecting better, but I like his information and I watched his videos, and so I'm still doing the video. But this video could have been way better by telling you how much weight's left. Oh man, 2 more pounds to go, can I do it? And trying to get it down. That would have been more fun for me.
I got 15 minutes to gain a pound or I gotta face another day at work.
I don't know if he really gained that 30 plus pounds. The scale is zoomed in, but really, I did not see 30 pounds go down, unless he was drinking a lot of weight off camera. I don't know if he really did it. I'm not calling him a liar. I'm saying next time you do a video like this, prove it better. If I want to show how much weight I've gained, I shouldn't be zooming in on the scale. Somebody should be zooming in on the scale to see that I don't have a dumbbell in my hand. I don't know if he really gained 30 pounds. I don't want to say he didn't. I don't know if he did or not. He ate a lot of food. It didn't look like he had a 30-pound food baby to me. 16,000 calories? Yep, that's a lot. I don't actually know if I could eat that much. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know. And I'm not going to try. 30 pounds, I know I can't gain because that's a lot of freaking fluid. 30 pounds is 14 liters of water, roughly. 14 liters, and you got to keep it down. Trust me, I can drink 14 liters of water in a day. I've done it many times. It's easy. But to do it and not pee, once the peeing starts, did he just arbitrarily step on that scale and say, oh wow, 30.6? What if it had said 37 pounds? He could have stopped 6 hours ago. And why did he finish off with a cheesecake? What's the point? The cheesecake weighed, what, 1 pound? Why did he just drink 1 more pound of water and go step on the scale?
How did I gain 30 pounds in one day? To answer this question, let's start with some facts. An average person's weight can actually fluctuate between 4 to 12 pounds on any given day.
Absolutely, I've done a video on daily weight fluctuations. One of the biggest pet peeves of mine is clients that write me and they're like, oh my God, I'm up 2.5 pounds from yesterday. I'm down 3 pounds, what should I do? You should do nothing. One day, it's normal. I'm up and down 4 pounds all the time without even trying, and that's me. So who cares? And if I am dieting, like literally dieting for a competition, I can lose 12 pounds in a night, a day. Overnight, I've lost 12 pounds.
Taking into account that I rode my bike for about 3 hours that day, I had already excreted a lot of water through activity alone. The other part that you didn't see happened a few moments before the first meal actually began.
So you really think that him sitting in a hot bath for 15 minutes made a significant difference in how much he weighed before he weighed in? Nope. He should have just wore 4 layers of clothes and went for a bike ride, and that would have friggin' done it. And he did go for a bike ride, and that did do it. But sweating more would have worked even better. With warmer clothes makes you sweat more. The warmer you are, the more you sweat. Sweating is the way to cool the body down. That's what sweat's doing. Water comes out, evaporates, and you get cooler. That's why it works.
Now, I had a lot of people asking me how much fat I gained after doing the challenge. Now, to understand this, we have to talk about something very, very, very important. Total daily energy expenditure. It's quite common for me to read comments from people wishing they had my metabolism, but this really has very little to do with my metabolism and actually has more to do with my activity levels on a daily basis.
You want to know the secret? It's called you ride 200 freaking kilometers. 200 kilometers, 125 miles. 2 days after this eating challenge, he rode that far. He rode 400 miles on his bike. That's 640 kilometers in a freaking week. 3 hours a day. I have a hard time getting people to do 3 hours a week of hard cardio. He's doing an average per day. So what's the secret to eating 16,000 calories in a day? Burn off 16,000 calories. It's easy, right? So he shows a graph, and he's only eating on average 2,000, maybe 3,000 calories a day all week. I'll average that out to 2,500. So he had 16,000 calories. Oh, well, he did 16, magic, right? He rode 640 kilometers. 640. I rode my bike today 70. That's the longest ride I did this year. Do you know how many calories he's burning? A lot. Enough to maintain 15% body fat. That's how he does it. It's simple. And he's smart. He explains why he's doing it. He's making a YouTube career out of doing eating challenges once a week.
Exercise also basically feels like a part of my job at this point, and that's just the way things are.
That sounds like a pretty freaking good job. It's not like he has to kill himself on the bike. He's riding at a comfortable pace. It's fun. He likes bike riding, just like me. It seems like a good job. There's a difference between YouTubers who flat out lie and say, oh, I burn off 1,000 calories in 4 minutes. Oh, I burn off 1,000 calories in 20 minutes because it's HIIT cardio. And all these stupid workouts that don't work. Big difference between that and a guy that literally is saying, I'm doing this for a living, this is why I do it, and I explain it. What's wrong with that?
People need to realize that one day of big eating isn't necessarily as catastrophic and crazy as we make it out to be in our minds.
You're riding 640 kilometers a week. It's a big freaking deal for normal humans. Erik is not a normal human being. If you follow him and think, oh, Erik said it doesn't matter because, to the rock, it doesn't matter because once a freaking week I eat a lot of food, but it's okay, it's not gonna hurt yourself. You can't eat 12,000 calories once a week and think, oh, it's just the one day a week, doesn't matter. All those calories extra, divide it by 7, and that's what you're really eating all week. I have coaching plans. What do you usually eat? And they give me their diet plans, and I'm like, you're overweight eating 1,800 calories a day? Nope. These are big men. What did you eat Friday night? Well, I had a quart of rum and I don't know how many pizza when I got home from the bar. Yeah. So you eat 1,800 calories a day, and then all the weekend you throw the diet out the window and you eat 10,000 calories a day. That's what's freaking happening.
Asks, why did you not eat a bunch of bread? I always hear older women say that they need to lay off the bread for a week when dieting. Now, this is another nutrition myth on the ever so long list of nutrition myths that just needs to go away. It's almost as bad as saying that eating carbs past 6 p.m. at night makes you fat.
The guy can answer all the questions. He's very well educated on this. So I've said this a few times. He knows what he's talking about, okay? So it's not a hate on Erik the Electric video, because half the time people don't even watch my videos and they just think that I'm hating on someone. No, okay? I think he's smart and he knows what he's talking about, and he explains it quite well, and I'm interested in what he says, so I recommend you watch his videos. You should eat more spread out meals throughout the day, and it's not as good to eat one big binge once a week, but he knows what he's doing. It's his career. Anyway, I got a video. I've done enough of this guy. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IFBB Pro. follow me on Instagram, watch one of these 2 videos, and until next time, I'm out.